नमस्ते गुरुजी। जय गुरुजी महाराज। जय गुरुजी साथ संगत जी। मल्टीलिंगुअल ग्लोबल सेवादार टीम की तरफ से आप सबका हार्दिक स्वागत है। संगत जी, 2 साल पहले गुरुजी महाराज की कृपा से बैम्बी आंटी जी की बुक गुरुजी माय फादर के सेशंस रिकॉर्ड हुए थे। उन्हीं सेशंस को बैम्बी आंटी जी की स्वीकृति से अलग अलग भावों में बांट के सेशंस बनाए गए हैं। कुछ सेशन प्रसारित हो चुके हैं। आज जो सेशन आप सुनेंगे वो सेशन 3 का थर्ड पार्ट है। सेशन 3 के फर्स्ट और सेकंड पार्ट हम पहले स्ट्रीमलाइन कर चुके हैं। आज थर्ड सेशन है। थर्ड सेशन की जो रिकॉर्डिंग है और जो भाव हैं वो भाव धीरजा भट्ट आंटी जी की आवाज में हम सुनेंगे। आइए हम सब सुनते हैं बैम्बी आंटी जी की बुक गुरुजी माय फादर के सेशन 3 का थर्ड पार्ट। ये पार्ट 12 मिनट का है।
Now I should tell you my own experience with death. Okay. For years, Guruji was after my life. Munda lele, munda lele. And I knew I had 2 daughters and I've had 2 miscarriages and both were girls. So Munda is not in my kismat. But for around 6 years, Guruji would be sitting in the Sangat and say, "Oh, Sati, in front of everybody. Apni voti nu mana. Main munda denga, I will give you a boy." Okay. And Sati would be so embarrassed. Okay, क्या बोलो ना गुरुजी को हाँ बोल सकते ना ना बोल सकते ना है पर फिर भी हम लोग बताऊं कुछ कह नहीं सकते थे गुरुजी को. Then after my father-in-law passed away, Sati said that, we have never said no to Guruji. We've always done whatever he's wanted. So let us just do whatever he's wanted. So I was expecting. We went to, after 40 days of Papa, I don't know when, after some time, we went to meet Guru Saheb Ji. And I said, Guru Saheb Ji, I am with the child. And he says, yes, yes. 1 minute of pleasure, 9 months of pain. And I was totally shocked. I mean, you have decided this life for me. But it was quite a comment that came from Guru Saheb Ji. And then after some time, I got to know I was expecting twins. And when I went to the doctor, he said, it's a boy and a girl. And the boy has got stuck to the wall. And the girl is the one that is going to survive. So I went to Guru Saheb Ji, and that was an off day. I went. No, not that time. So I went to Guru Saheb Ji, and it was an off day. And he was sitting on the sideboard. And langar lag raha si, thode log si, baithe hoye si. I came in from the side kitchen and I met Guruji and I said, Guruji, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਮੁੰਡਾ ਕਿਹਾ ਸੀ ਮੁੰਡਾ ਤੇ ਖਤਮ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਤੇ ਕੁੜੀ ਰਹਿ ਗਈ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਜੋ ਹੈ ਉਸਨੂੰ ਪਕਾ. And I didn't have the guts to tell him, no, I don't want another girl. I already have 2 girls. What do I need a third girl for? I already have that experience. And I left from there. I reached Andheriya Mode and I said, सारे गुरुजी के साथ इतनी जबरदस्ती करते हैं अपना बात मनाने के लिए. I'm also going to try this time. So I turned around, went back to Guruji, and of course Guruji knew. ये आ रही है वापस. And Guruji was sitting on the floor, and I sat in front of him and pulled on his one toe, Guru Saheb Ji. And he would shake his head. I said, no, I don't want it. कहते जाके अबॉर्शन करा. मैंने कहा मैं क्यों पाप अपने सिर पे लूं? आपने ही मेरे को ये दिया है ना, आप ही लो इसको. कहते नहीं, मैं नहीं ले सकता. So I went. I was very disappointed that अपनी बात पूरी भी कर ली और मेरे को भी साथ ऐसे कर दिया. When it came to the day of delivery, Guru Saheb Ji told.
Before the delivery, he had said, don't go to this doctor, go to another doctor.
Yeah, Guruji sent us to another doctor.
Because this doctor is not spiritual, the other doctor is very spiritual. And I cannot come through everybody, I can only come through certain people. So he said,
Raj Gupta ke paas jao.
Raj Gupta.
Yeah, to go to Raj Gupta.
So we knew that something is wrong, that he is,
Yes, that something is wrong, that something will go wrong. And the doctor said, yes, something will go wrong because you are a negative group and she was a positive group. So there is bound for something a little bit to go wrong, and that you should arrange for 2-3 bags of blood, which Sati did. That night, one night before you stay in the hospital, I just felt that if I survive the night, then I will be all right.
And when in the morning I was going to the hospital in the morning on the day of the delivery, I was like 100% sure I'm going to lose Bamby today.
So was my mother.
So I had this feeling that today Bamby will not survive.
And the thing is that when I got married to him, I used to tell him in my 30s, I will die. I had a gut feeling that in my 30s, I'm going to die. And that time I was in my 30s when this happened. That night, so that happened that night. Next day, they started with the surgery. They cut open. And Guruji ने वैसे ही उनको भेजा हुआ था मैसेज की प्रॉब्लम होगी. गुरुजी ने ये मैसेज भी भेजा हुआ था उनको, डॉक्टर्स को, अपने डॉक्टर्स को बता दो कि प्रॉब्लम होगी कुछ. So next day, Noor comes out. She's perfectly healthy. Everybody is very healthy. Everybody is very happy. But what happens is that my placenta had made its route into the uterus. वो embed हो गए थे ऐसे. उसको खरोंचते साफ करना पड़ता है ना, प्लेसेंटा पूरा निकालना पड़ता है क्योंकि वो पॉइजन बन जाता है. उसको खरोंचते उन्होंने कोई मेन आर्टरी डैमेज कर दी, उससे ब्लीडिंग हो गई और उससे मेरी डेथ हो गई. Now, when I died, आप सोचो ये बेड है, तो my soul went up this way.
Can't see.
Oh, sorry. Okay, so my soul went up this way. When my soul went up this way, I could see this tunnel all around. It had people crying. It was black and gray. It was shades of gray. It had people crying. It had Dravni images. It had ghosts. It had everything that you don't want to look at. Everything scary. And when the moment I looked up straight, I could see Guru Saheb Ji's light. Like in the last session, I told you I had seen Guru Saheb Ji's light. So I could see Guru Saheb Ji's light on top. So my soul just reached like this. And when it reached like this, I could have a conversation with Guruji. Whatever the conversation was, I have to first of all tell you that that white light of Guruji is so beautiful, that it was so comforting. It was like home. And I was not scared anymore. So Guru Saheb Ji at this point tells me, okay, go back. So I turn around and I go back the same way. When I go back, there's so much pain in my body, that I pop out of it again. I pop out and I go up again because now I know where Guru Saheb Ji is. So I just go back to Guru Saheb Ji. And there again, we had a conversation and I realized there were other people also all around Guru Saheb Ji in white. And Guru Saheb Ji at the end of it says, okay, now go back. I said, but why do I have to go back? I have you here. I don't want to go back there. He says, no, it is your duty to look after your children and your husband. I said, no, it is not my duty. That is your game. As a soul, you have to understand, once you leave your body, you know everything. You know why you're with your husband, why you're with your children, why you're doing what. You understand everything which you don't understand as a human being. So I told Guru Saheb Ji, I'm not going to go back. So I got 3 slaps and I came all the way down into my body. And at that time, it was almost like every doctor was touching my body. Just jiske haath jahan jaate na, it was like somebody had fixed me into the body and I was stuck into the body and locked into my body. जब होश आई, जब थोड़ी होश आई, एनेस्थीसिया उन्होंने जनरल दिया हुआ था, तो I felt Sati sitting next to me and like बहुत प्यार दे रहे थे, हाथ को चूम रहे थे और उनको खुशी थी कि मैं जिंदा हूँ. And I couldn't understand why he was behaving the way he was, and I thought maybe the baby's died. So I asked him, how's the baby? And he said, she's perfectly all right. Then after some time, I was very confused as to why he was. And then suddenly I remembered, I said, Sati, I met Guru Saheb Ji. And Sati कहते, soja. Let the anesthesia wear off. Just don't fight it. Go to sleep. I said, no, I met Guru Saheb Ji. I had died. I had gone up. There was so much bleeding. I could see all the bleeding. I could see everybody getting anxious. I could see what everybody was talking about. And Guru Saheb Ji forced me to come back, and that's why I'm back. But I must tell you because I'll forget. So please remember that I met Guru Saheb Ji. And that is how I came back. And that day, Guru Saheb Ji was very ill, and he said, "Ki main Bamby nu bachaya, main Bamby nu bachaya." And while Guru Saheb Ji was in Empire State, and I was in Helvetia in Greater Kailash. So this is how I got this beautiful daughter of mine, Noor. In fact, on a general note, I know I'm just talking a lot out of the book, but I have to tell you about death, and I have to tell you something that Guruji Sahib said long time ago, that जो धरती में आए ना उसकी वाइब्रेशन चेंज हो जाएगी, उसकी वाइब्रेशन हाई फ्रीक्वेंसी में हो जाएगी. I said, okay, Guruji. कहते ने जो ते उस फ्रीक्वेंसी ते चलेगा, the same as धरती मां, वो ते बच जाएगा. जो ते उस ते फ्रीक्वेंसी ते नहीं चलेगा, और फिर he will perish, he will die. And never in my life did I think धरती मां would decide to have earthquakes and volcanoes and whatnot. And how many people are perishing? किसी बहाने से. And हमारे गुरु साहिब जी को देखो, जब भी you'll see कोई नया बंदा ज्वाइन करता है संगत में, वो कैसे लट्टू की तरह घूम रहा होता है. हर सत्संग पे जाना है, हर एक बंदे से मिलना है, हर एक पता लगाना है कि गुरु साहिब जी की बारे कौन जानता है, कैसे मैं गुरु साहिब जी के पास जाऊं, कैसे मैं. Have been looked after by Guru Sahib Ji. Who else can negotiate with death? Sorry, Ayesha, please continue.
No, that was amazing, Ma. Okay, go to the next paragraph. Then very patiently, he explained that when we say it, Om, Bindu and Nada,
Nada. When we say Om, yeah, A, O, Ma, Bindu, Nada.
A, O, Ma, Bindu are sounds that all of us can say, but Nada is a sound which is internal and can only be produced by a very elevated person. He said when one repeats, should I continue?
Go ahead. Yeah.
He said when one repeats a designated number of mantras, then a Shakti gets invoked. That Shakti then blesses our prayer and desires. Therefore, a mantra has to be very pure, perfectly pronounced, and precise. Otherwise, it will not invoke the energy. As our mantras have, hence our prayers are not perfect, and therefore unacceptable. For his Bhagat, Guru Sahib then accepts our faulty prayers, corrects them, and offers them to the required Shakti to make our prayers acceptable to her. He said, the mantra to invoke a Shakti is like a math equation. It has to be perfect. There are no compromises.
So Guruji, like when we do Om Namah Shivaya, we say Om, Om, Om. It's like one sound on one frequency, one level. So once Guruji said, Om is thodi bol dene. Only once I've heard Guruji say. I was like, Om. And there was sound after that. So when you breathe in, his Om started from the stomach, through your ribs, into your throat, goes back in while your mouth and your nose activate and take it out. So it was very beautiful a sound in the end, because there is no way of me to tell you what exactly was that sound, but it was a very internal kind of a sound that Guru Sahib Ji took out. And that is probably the only time I've heard him say Om, and that's why I never say Om Namah Shivaya. There's Om, there's O, and Ma is in the middle of all, both the and U. So the sound is very different from what we say. And when we can't even say Om right, how do we get the Shakti to listen to our prayer? Some of us do so many fast, which Guruji does not believe in, by the way. Guruji never wanted any of us to ever do fast. Guruji used to himself fast, like when Guruji was in S block, Guruji used to fast for 4 days. And I used to say, why do you fast for 4 days on a liquid diet, literally? And Guruji said, so that none of my Sangat ever need to do a fast. That is why. So when you pray, when all of us pray, we do so many prayers, and why our prayers are not rewarded or replied to. So Guru Saheb Ji used to say, "Tusi Pandit ko prayer karande, tusi Pai Ji ko prayer karande ho. Main kyun bithe beh ke prayer listen kara?" Says, "Aap karo. When you make a mistake, that is all right. Then मेरी duty की है. थोड़ा prayer उठा के, उसनु साफ करके, जो भी शक्ति है, उसनु पेश करना. फिर that Shakti has to listen, because I actually know what the mantra is all about, and I actually know what the prayer is all about. And that's why Guruji used to always tell us, "Aap paat karo, aap paat karo. मैं उस पाठ ਨੂੰ ਅੱਗੇ लेके जाऊंगा." So even Guru Saheb Ji, Guru Saheb Ji did 7 prayers and had 9 khushbus. Out of which khushbus I only know jasmine, roses, and kada prasad. I don't even know any others. Maybe other sangat know about it. And the 7 prayers when Guru Saheb Ji used to do, I remember he used to tell Sudha Aunty, "Minu takat wala khana de, ghee dal ke de, takke," because prayer takes so much energy out of you. So Guru Saheb Ji himself used to sit and pray. And over the years, we saw how, like Guruji used to say, "Acha, meri photo vichon mishri niklegi, meri photo vichon shahad niklega, locket वगैरह कभी नहीं बोला." ठीक है? These 2 things, yes, definitely. कि मैं TV te आऊंगा. And I remember Sukhi Aunty Island Wali once telling us of some friend of hers who, an Irish guy, who Guruji came on TV just in his house and explained everything. So Guru Saheb Ji also through prayers showed, because Guruji always said, "I am a practical Guru," showed, yes, Guru prayers are powerful and prayers must be done.
That is why Guruji always said that all part, prayer, must be done by yourself and not by a pandit or a priest, because you are his disciple. He is responsible for you. He is not responsible for the pandit or priest who's doing the prayer for you. No havan or jap is too hard. Do you want to speak about your dharapuja? Should I go ahead?
No, I think I'll talk about it. Okay. So once that was at the beginning when I just started reading the Shiv Puran, and then Guruji instructed me कि अच्छा, it was just a conversation with Guruji, and just जाके हम वहाँ पे धारा पूजा कर ले मंदिर पे. So the छोटा काला शिवलिंग used to be opposite where Guruji's jhula is. So fine, I said, I chose a prayer, I chose which dhara puja I wanted to do, and both the malis were instructed that to allow nobody to come there, and the malans were told ke madam ko, Guruji never called me auntie, he called me madam. So he said, madam ko wo kya kehte hain, light food dena hai, bhari khana nahi dena, aur unko puja karne do. And I have never done, I'm a Sadarni, so I have never done dhara puja. So I didn't know how to go about it. So I decided, okay, this is some 1 crore parts that I have to do. So I will take the rajmas as the number of malas I have to do, and I'll take the chanas, the safed chanas, as the 108 beats of a mala. It was in the middle of summer when Guruji instructed me to do this. There was no covering on my head, and I'm somebody who was prone to migraines, and heat definitely didn't suit me. And I sat down and I said, Guru Saheb Ji, I do not know if it's right or wrong, but you have always said, in you, everybody, and you are in everybody. So I start with you. But it felt so powerful. It felt so good. It felt so simple. It felt so clean. that I would say everybody should do it, because it is something you do yourself, and it had the power that almost made you feel clean inside. You felt cleansed. Every cell of yours felt cleansed, you know. So it was an exceptional time I had there. And I have to tell you, it's Guruji's nature. Guruji is very naughty by nature. He's childlike, na? So he's very naughty by nature. So when I was on my last Rajma, I just had this in me कि maybe I should look around. कि Guruji ना कोई राजमा इधर का उधर ना कर दिया, मेरा ना ये जो भी मैं कर रही हूँ उसमें कमी ना रह जाए. So I moved all the chatais to look if any Rajma was left, and sure enough, there was this teeny little Rajma parked somewhere in the mud. And I took it out and I did my last round of prayer. And after that, I said, Guru Saheb Ji, as far as I know, it is done. Agar kuch bhi hai bhul chuk maaf, baki aap pura kar dena. I mean, this is the liberty we can take with our Guru Saheb Ji, because he cleanses our prayer, he takes care of our prayer, and he puts it forward as nobody else can. Thank you.
Reading your words. Indeed, it was tiring, but more importantly, it was achievable. I could never understand why only I was allowed to do this puja, but it was not about me. It was just so that today I, a non-Pandit, a mediocre in Hindi, a clothes designer, could write and say that no prayer is hard, and just do it yourself with Guru Saheb's blessing. Guruji planned everything so far ahead. Today my mind feels like a bank of all his words, which had once been deposited and are now to be used and restated.
We all have come here for a different journey. We all have come here for a different reason. Okay, I probably am the radio through which Guruji is just pouring out his way of life. So it's very important for me, and it's very important for all of you. It's very important for me that I don't let any of this get to me, because it is the biggest thing for my ego. And Guruji is one person who tests everybody's egos, especially if you're a Sevadar. Your ego will be very, very thoroughly tested again and again and again. So for me, yes, this is the ego test. But for all the Sangat, it is that Bakri called Bamby who's come and done meh, instead of doing tu hi. Yet she's managed to do whatever Guru Saheb Ji wants her to do. And that if she can do it, anybody else can do it. So Sangat Ji, this is definitely Guruji's lifestyle. And I would love it if all of you would experience Guruji's magic.
Oh.
जय गुरुजी महाराज. ओम नमः शिवाय. शिवजी सदा सहाय. ओम नमः शिवाय. शिवजी सदा सहाय. गुरुजी को प्रणाम और सारी संगत जी, आप सबको प्रणाम. सभी को जय गुरुजी. आज एक फिर से बहुत सुंदर सेशन व्हाई डू वी नीड अ गुरु के बारे में, एंड व्हाई डू वी नीड अ गुरु की गहराइयों में जाते हुए. गुरु की आवश्यकता तो हमें हर चीज के लिए है ना, बिकॉज गुरु इज द वन हु कार्व्स आउट आवर लाइफ, क्लींसेस आवर पास्ट कर्मा, builds our future for us by making us do correct things in the present, by giving us that motivation and that awakening, वो प्रेरणा, वो चेतना, वो जागृति देकर. तो गुरुजी के बिना तो एक सांस नहीं, गुरुजी के बिना तो सोच ही नहीं सकते अब जीवन. बट बम्बी आंटी ने कितनी खूबसूरती से इसकी गहराई में जाते हुए, इसकी डेप्थ में जाते हुए जब प्रणव के बारे में बात की, यानी कि जिसे अभी ब्रीदिंग की वजह से ठीक से उतना नहीं बोला जा रहा, लेकिन गुरुजी वही कहते हैं कि हम अ उ म और बिंदु को तो ठीक से बोल लेते हैं, लेकिन जो नाद है वो कोई विरला ही बोल सकता है. एंड इट इज सो ब्यूटिफुल एंड इट इज सच अ बिग ब्लेसिंग that our Guruji is here to accept our faulty prayers, to correct them, to cleanse them, to perfect them, and then to offer it to the desired Shakti, so that that Shakti in the cosmos will accept our prayer. तो इससे ज्यादा क्या ना, बिकॉज हमारी तो प्रेयर भी सीधी नहीं होती, सही नहीं होती, और हम सोचते हैं हमने फलाना पाठ कर लिया, क्या क्या नहीं कर लिया, लेकिन उन सब पाठ में भी कितनी गलतियां होती हैं. बिकॉज लाइक गुरुजी सेज, अ मंत्र हैज टू बी एग्जैक्ट लाइक अ मैथ इक्वेशन. 2 + 2 4 ही होगा, 4.5, 4.3 या 3.8 नहीं हो सकता. 2 + 2 4 ही है. So it has to be so exact. And that's what our Guruji does for us, even in our prayers and our part, that he cleanses our prayers, he perfects our prayers, and then presents them to the desired Shakti. कितनी सुंदर ये बात. और गुरुजी जिस तरह से हमारी लाइफस्टाइल में हमारी हर चीज को सुधारते हैं और कहते हैं कि पाठ भी, पूजा भी हमें खुद करना है, कोई हवन या जाप मुश्किल नहीं है, क्योंकि गुरुजी हमारे साथ हैं. अगर हम कुछ गलती करेंगे तो गुरुजी उसे सही कर देंगे. तो इसलिए कोशिश करनी है सही उच्चारण करने की, पर अगर गलती हो भी जाती है तो गुरुजी हमारे उस अनुचित उच्चारण को सही तरीके से साफ करके, सुथरा करके कॉस्मोस में शक्ति तक पहुंचाते हैं. जस्ट सो ब्यूटिफुल. और किस तरह से उन्होंने धारा पूजा में भी बैम्बी आंटी को कोई पंडित, कोई किसी का सहारा नहीं लेने दिया. बैम्बी आंटी को बोला वो पूरी धारा पूजा खुद करें, एंड ही इज द वन हु मेड ऑल द कंडीशंस कंड्यूसिव फॉर हर. चाहे धूप थी, चाहे उनको माइग्रेन की प्रॉब्लम होती थी पहले, लेकिन उन्होंने सब कुछ गुरुजी ने ओवरसी किया, और इसलिए उनको कोई मुश्किल नहीं हुई. चाहे तेज गर्मियां थी, बाहर बैठना था, इतना कम खाने पीने को मिल रहा था, लेकिन गुरुजी ओवरसॉ एवरीथिंग, और इतने अच्छे से उनके द्वारा धारा पूजा कराई गुरुजी ने. सो बहुत ही विरले भक्त हैं जिनको ये मौका भी मिलता है कि वो गुरुजी की ऐसी सुंदर सुंदर लेकिन गहरी गहरी बातें हमारे साथ साझा करें, और बैम्बी आंटी उनमें से एक है. तो हम सब बहुत ही धन्य हैं ये सब सुनकर. और आगे चलकर वाई डू वी नीड अ गुरु के बारे में थोड़ी और बात करेंगे गुरुजी की कृपा से. तब तक के लिए आइए, भूल चूक के लिए क्षमा मांगती हूँ गुरुजी से और आप सब से, और गुरुजी का और आप सबका शुक्राना करते हुए आइए गुरुजी से आज्ञा लेते हैं. जय गुरुजी, जय गुरुजी, जय गुरुजी.
धन धन गुरुजी महाराज. थैंक यू धीरजा भट्ट जी. आपने बहुत ही अच्छे तरीके से सेशन 3 के 3rd पार्ट का भाव बताया. महाराज की कृपा आप पर बनी रहे, परिवार पर बनी रहे. अब हम सब गुरुजी महाराज से आज्ञा लेंगे. जय गुरुजी, शुक्राना गुरुजी.